Welcome to our ship tour of the Island Princess.
Yes, we hope you enjoy this ship tour and fall in love with this ship as much as we did. We have just spent 9 days on board this beautiful ship. We have 1 day left, so we thought we'd take you around because we think we've got it pretty figured out where everything's located at this point.
It's a little bit of a different design than the newer Princess ships, but in a good way. We just absolutely love this ship, the unique venues, the cozy feel of the ship. It's small, but it still has a lot of venues and a lot of things going on around the ship.
Absolutely.
So join us. We're going to go deck by deck, and we're going to show you one of our favorite Princess ships of all time. When you're following along for our ship tour, take a little look on the right-hand side of the screen. You're going to see a layout of the deck that we are on, and you're going to see a little red Canadian maple leaf that will move along the deck and follow along to show you where we are in the ship.
Hopefully that helps you.
We will start our ship tour here on Deck 5 and the atrium, and this is where you find your guest services area. Right adjacent to guest services area is some nice seating. Nice little waterfall there. And over on the opposite side from guest services, you find the Good Spirits at Sea.
And in the morning, Good Spirits at Sea is also a place where you can come and get your specialty coffee. They often will have some light pastries here too. This is a lovely spot to hang out.
There you go. And sometimes there is music over at the atrium. It's a good spot to have a beverage and take in the band. And between guest services and Good Spirits at Sea, you have the main atrium area. The seating is around it. You have the stairways leading up to the next deck. And we have really enjoyed this atrium area. We have found this atrium area to have a combination of live music from time to time. There's been a couple activities here, like how to make a 24-karat margarita. And there's also been some other events. But a lot of the time, it's just a quiet space to hang out and enjoy a beverage. Okay, forward on Deck 5 is the Bordeaux dining room. This is where we ate dinner. It has the menu outside. So the Bordeaux dining room is where we have had our flexible dining arrangements. You can show up if you don't have reservations. Or like we did, we just booked 6 o'clock every night and we had the same table and wait staff. And it's been a wonderful experience. There's also made little private spaces just from the design. There's different levels in here, steps here and there. There are cozy tables for 2, for 4. It is definitely full of character, this dining room. And this is breakfast time that we're here for now. And we have found breakfast very easy to get a table. It has not been busy. It's been really quiet and we've really enjoyed it. As you can see, lots of space in the dining room this morning for breakfast. We are now on Deck 6 forward, and this is where you'll find one of the main dining rooms. This is the Provence dining room right here. One thing that we like about Princess is you can get a sneak peek at the menu every night right outside of each of the dining rooms. There are 2 dining rooms. This is one of the 2. This is one that is used for the traditional dining times. So here we are inside the Provence dining room. And you can see there's all kinds of different type of seating. Here's some tables for 2 side by side, but not too close. There's also more quaint areas that you can sit. We enjoyed some of the tables for 2 that are kind of tucked off all on their own. We've had no problem getting any seating here for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. In fact, for breakfast, this was always, a really quiet spot.
Very quiet. We were surprised how quiet it was every time we came for breakfast.
There you go. That's one of the main dining rooms. You gotta love the design. There's no straight lines. It's all little nooks and corners and cozy little seating. Moving aft of the dining room, the Provence dining room, is the atrium area. At the atrium, you have the shops. You've got this one here with some Princess logo here, as well as some snacks and also your duty-free alcohol. And on the opposite side of the atrium over there,
It's where you'll find some jewelry and some perfume and makeup.
there you go. And moving further aft, we have the Princess Casino. It's kind of interesting. You can see that there are some cabins tucked in off to the side here, and the casino is on the interior part of the ship. And you can see that there is a smoking section that's on the back of the casino, and it's non-smoking on the front side that we'll show you over on the other side of the ship. Okay, we cut through the main elevator bank area, and we're over on the starboard side of deck 6 now. This is where you find your medallion class Ocean Now. You can buy all of your accessories for your medallion. There you go. Your bracelets, your watch bands. And from the starboard side, you can access the casino here as well. This is a no smoking section on this side towards the walkway, which is nice because you don't get the smoke wafting over into this area.
That's right.
And you have the casino bar. This bar is open, as is the casino today.
And there's also a spot where you can get your specialty coffee in the morning too.
Just after the casino is the photo gallery area. It is all digital on board, so you can't see your pictures. You have to go on the computer there and find them yourself. Okay, here we are at the Explorers Lounge.
Zumba class is going on.
We have a bar here at the Explorers Lounge. We really enjoyed the Explorers Lounge. It was an area that you could find trivia, music, and comedy. We'd also come here for the Platinum Elite party every evening before dinner. Okay, here we are at the aft of deck 6, where we have the Fitness Aerobics Center. Many years ago, Princess modified this ship, and this used to be an area back here where there was another lounge, another our cabins and fitness area instead. Okay, here we are now on deck 7 at the aft, making our way forward, and this is the main promenade deck that you're used to on Princess.
That's right. And so we're walking up right now towards the Crown Grill. What is unique about this place is that they do pop-up lunches of O'Malley's Pub and Gastro, Salty Dog Gastro Pub throughout your voyage, because they don't have those as permanent restaurants here. But this is the Crown Grill Steakhouse. This is also a Crown Grill Lounge that they have here.
Yes, you can come here and you can do some specialty dining, either at lunch or at dinner. Then you can also catch a little bit of music that happens here once in a while. Not as frequent as the other venues, but they do have it when it's peak times in the evenings. There's usually some acts playing here and a bar right beside it. And this is a very popular spot for people just to sit, play cards, or take in the views from the promenade deck. Okay, here on promenade deck, not only is there the inside venues, but there's also an open deck space where there's a few chairs available. No loungers here, and you can't walk all the way around. You can walk all the way up one side, across through the ship, and then all the way down the other if you choose. Okay, you move a little further forward and you come up to the next specialty dining venue, which is Sabatini.
Sabatini's. Now, Sabatini's also doubles as a specialty Alfredo pizzeria on certain days throughout your voyage.
Here you are. This is a look inside of Sabatini's, or sometimes Alfredo at lunchtime. There you go. Seating extends from one side of the ship all the way to the other side with some windows on the far side there. We ate at Sabatini's and absolutely loved it. And we're hoping to try Alfredo's maybe today. We have Park West, just forward of Sabatini's.
Which is your art gallery on board.
A little bit of art. Okay, moving forward of Sabatini's, you come in towards the main atrium area. And immediately on our right side here, they have, that shows you the something legacy here, is Churchill's Cigar Lounge, where you can go in there and have yourself a smoke or a cigar. So there's a bit of an odor standing right next to us, but right beside it here, Crooners, we have spent some time here enjoying the piano, a bit of music, and we didn't really smell the smoke at all, even though we were right beside it. So the ventilation system must be pretty good there. And you can see we are back here again at the atrium with some great views. And this is the Crooner's Bar.
Good morning.
And lots of seating that wraps all the way around. You can get pretty far away from the piano player. And on a busy night, it can be packed in here.
Yeah, it can be standing room only plenty of times when the piano player's playing. It's a very popular venue.
And you can see from the sailing ships and the art, that means we must be heading to the one and only Wheelhouse Bar.
This is absolutely probably our most lovely lounge on board this ship. It is huge. There is always something going on here. There's tons of staff. We're just going to see if we can come in and give you a view of this gorgeous, old school, authentic cruise ship lounge.
There is a bar at the back section. As you can see, tons of seating, all unique seating, chairs, couches. There's a dance floor here, right next to where the band plays. We love the Wheelhouse Bar. The size of it was fantastic. You can almost always find a seat in here, even on a busy night. Just love this venue. All the cozy wood, furniture,
Yeah.
the classic maritime art. And next to the Wheelhouse Bar here, on the starboard side, there is some comfy little seating out here as well. Some couches, some pillows, some more views of the ocean. Moving forward to the Wheelhouse Bar, you have the Princess Theater. You can access it on the starboard side or the port side, because we have the forward elevator bank here. Let's go inside and show you a bit of the theater. And here we go. It's the main theater. There's only one entrance from this level.
Theater had plenty of seating. It does get really full, especially on the production night shows, but we've seen some wonderful production shows. So I would highly recommend getting here around 30 minutes earlier. But yes, nice spot. They have little tables that slide out of the arms to hold your cocktail while you're here.
Today it is setting up for a bit of a cooking show with the director of restaurant and hotels and the head chef. But yeah, we have caught musical acts in here, we have caught production shows in here, and we've had some wonderful experiences. Okay, we are here on deck 8, and the forward section of deck 8 is all cabins, but then you come to midship, where you have the glass elevators come up to 8 here, but they only go for what, four floors?
4 floors. They go from deck 5 to 8.
There you go, so that's your glass elevators. So you come past these glass elevators, and on the starboard side is the Internet Cafe. Although the internet we have found has been spectacular on board with just the regular Princess Plus package. So our devices have worked absolutely perfectly. So this brings you to the top level of the atrium area. So you can look down below, and there's the glass elevators we were just showing you that go for decks 5 up to deck 8. And then there is a library on board.
Yeah, and there's quite a lot of seating and chairs here. We see a lot of people playing games in here each day. And you will find a variety of games, puzzles, and books.
So on the opposite side of the library here in deck 8, we have the shore excursion area. There's also another internet cafe located back towards the elevators. So there's that on both sides of the ship and your shore excursions. And right next to the shore excursions is your future cruise center, all located in this little area here. Another interesting little nook. All kinds of little spots that you can tuck in and around on this ship is what makes it so unique. But here's where you would book your shore excursions. There's a tablet available if you like to do it that way, but there's hardly ever a lineup and always friendly people here willing to help you, as well as these people here must be booking maybe another Princess cruise. This is the midship main elevator bank here. So you've got 4 more elevators here, as well as the big screen to be able to help you, and the big stairwells. 3 elevator banks, plus the glass elevators, plus the stairs. We have never had a problem getting between floors, even at the busiest times.
Yeah, it's true.
We are going through a typical hallway in one of the decks. This is deck 8, the deck that we live on, but it has your typical princess medallion entry for the doors. And one thing we noticed here too is that they've got little red dots. If you look very closely,
Those red dots?
on the other side of the ship, those dots are green. And that is to tell you which side of the ship you're on. So we are on the port side, so we have red dots, and the green ones are on starboard side. So here on deck 8, you can see that there is a laundromat that you can do your own laundry and ironing. And the hours are 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Let's go inside.
So the laundry room on Princess works on a token system. You just use your medallion at the little machine, and that will allow you to buy tokens to use the washing machine, dryer, and also to purchase laundry soap or anything else you might need, like a bounce sheet. You can also use the iron. There's one ironing board, and it's free of charge.
All the way aft of deck 8, there is a very secret spot that I don't think many people find unless you have your cabin right back here. But check this out. There is a nice little aft deck space here. We can get all those wake views. We have yet to ever see anyone else out here. But what a great spot to spend some quiet time. Okay, we are all the way forward on deck 14 now and going into the Horizon Court, which is the buffet and the only buffet here on board the Island Princess. And it has two different sides. This is the starboard side, and it's all the way, goes all the way to the forward part of the ship. You've got a little bit, we are at breakfast time today. So you can get everything from salads to cereals, to yogurt, and you can even get a little bit of oatmeal. In the center section, we have some fresh fruit and a little more fruit off on towards the side of the seating. But there is a hot section I'll show you next. And you've got your usual breakfast fare, little scrambled eggs, shrimp bites, some grits, grilled tomatoes, some sausage, morning, buttermilk pancakes, roasted potatoes, and some savory pork and rice as well. We've got a mountain of bacon and a little corned beef hash, some baked beans, delicious at breakfast time, and some more sausage, English bacon, we call that Canadian back bacon, or female bacon, some fried eggs, and some hash browns. And you've got a little bit of some cheese, some veggies, some smoked salmon, and finishes off the buffet on the starboard side here with a little bit of pastries and breads. And there is plenty of seating. Wraps all the way around the outside, giving you all the best views. The buffet part's in the center part, and the seating is all around the windows in the forward section of the ship. This was one of our favorite areas to sit at the buffet, overlooking the bow of the ship. The Island Princess does not have an international cafe, but instead they have this little Italian cafe, which is at the very forward sharp part of the buffet. And up here you can grab even a little bit of English muffins, some jams, some peanut butter, and on the other side you've got your coffee and your tea. Much like the International Cafe, you can also grab some fresh sandwiches, some pastries. All kinds of yummy temptations can be found here at the Amuletto Italian Cafe. You can even grab a hot sticky bun or a waffle here with all the fixins.
So this is a fabulous little coffee station here that you can get all your specialty coffees, cappuccino, any of the above. I've never had to wait in line.
We have made our way to the port side of the buffet, and it is a copy of what is on the other side. We are about just after 7 o'clock in the morning. You see, it's not too busy yet, but it does get a little busy in here, although we have never had a problem finding a seat. Once you leave the port side of the Horizon Court buffet, you end up out in the main pool deck area. Right off the bat here by the main pool, you have a bar. We're filming this in the morning, so it's not open, but this is usually a busy spot once things get going. Morning. And on the opposite side, starboard side, is the pizza place. I believe they call it Slice.
They do.
And you see there's no pizza here in the morning, unfortunately. Here we go along the port side of the main pool deck. Let me pop in to show you the pool here. You can see loungers. People already got their towels out on some of the deck chairs.
3 generous sized hot tubs.
And of course you have the big screen, which is used for movies under the stars, but it always seems to have something going throughout the day as well. You can see that there is an overhang on both sides. So you can tuck a deck chair underneath in the shade if you don't want to be out in the full sun, which is something we like to do. And there you go. This is the main pool deck here in the Island Princess. Between the two pools, I did say 2 pools, there is some midship elevators we just walked past. And now we go into the covered pool. It does look like a retractable roof, but we have yet to see it retract during our voyage.
Right.
But right off the bat, you have the Swirls ice cream bar. This is a very unique space. Let me show you. It has 2 hot tubs and a swimming pool. And it also has the glass roof. But what's really interesting about this is how unique all the different spaces are. You can see wooden chairs and tables up above. Check out these 2 chairs right here.
They're quite the location.
So yeah,
If you're looking for privacy, they're the place to be.
we really enjoyed this space. These loungers are different than the loungers at the main pool. You can see have big, comfortable cushions on them. And you've got an option to sit here and stare towards the pool if you're relaxing, or the ones towards the windows give you great views of the ocean.
It's important to note that this is not an adults only section. Children and families are welcome here.
But yeah, this is quite a unique spot, and it is slightly air conditioned, so it's not as hot as the main pool if it's getting a little warm for you, to keep this relatively comfortable for temperatures.
They do have a bar here offering full service.
Yes, this is called the Lotus Bar here at the aft part of the covered pool. And it's called the Lotus Bar because it is located adjacent to the Lotus Spa. So we're still here on deck 14, and the spa is at the aft of the ship. We have yet to use the spa, but it has all the usual amenities for massages and treatments and therapies. It does not have a thalassopy pool or any large thermal suite area like some do. It does have some loungers in a private area that you can pay for by the week or by the day. But we did not take advantage of that on this voyage. So this is the thermal suite. And you can see that it has the hot stone loungers. Some quiet spa music playing. I believe it has some saunas. You got a little bit of a steam sauna right there. And you've got a dry sauna on the opposite side of the stone loungers. There you go. So that's what you get for the thermal suite on the Island Princess. They do have change rooms here. You can notice a lot of the wood accenting around this ship. Is a little bit of an older ship,
Beautiful.
but it makes it so classic and so interesting. And then if you go even further after the thermal suite, you actually even have more cabins. And there is a teen lounge that's at the back if you have teenagers on board. So this is that teen center at the aft of deck 14. It takes up the middle part of this deck. And right below it, there's a youth center on deck 12. I did say deck 12 because there is no deck 13 on Princess ships. Okay, we are now up on deck 15 of the Island Princess, as you can see by the big sign here on the top of the ship. Deck 15 has your green astroturf, but it also has the sanctuary at the very aft of the ship. But what's interesting is that you have to go midship towards the pools to come up to get to the, there's no aft access to the sanctuary. Here we are, there's a little bit of a ramp towards the aft, takes you up to the sanctuary.
So this is a little different location than other princess ships we've experienced. This sanctuary is located at the aft of the pool, which is lovely. It gives you the beautiful aft views as you're sailing along. We're used to it normally being forward. This is a lovely area. You can rent cabanas or you can do chairs by the day. The chair is half a day or $20. For a full day is $40. If you're only doing a half a day, I would highly recommend booking it for the afternoon, because every day at 3 o'clock, my favorite event happens, and that is tea time on the sea.
And you can see there's lots of common seating area here, all these little chairs and tables, as well as loungers that face the aft of the ship to give you those wake views. And these little cabanas here, you can rent these for $140 for a half day or $220 for the full day.
They come with a stocked bar. Obviously, you can tell there's a television there. There's a little mini fridge in that cupboard. You have literally your own little oasis right here.
There you go. This is the view if you rent your own little cabana. So working our way forward, here on deck 15, you go by the top level of the covered pool area here. You can only get on the one side, this side of the ship. And then from there you can take stairs to get down to the pool. And then you start to get into the loungers and heading towards the open pool area. And this is the top level of the main pool. You see that there are loungers available here with great views of the ocean and of what's going on down in the main pool. Also, it could be a really nice spot to tuck in and catch something on the big screen. Moving aft of the open pool area, we head towards another bar and a place to grab a snack. This is included in your fare, the Salty Dog Cafe.
Just to be mindful, adjacent to that is the smoking area.
Right over there.
So depending on where the wind blows, this can be a wonderful place to have lunch or a pretty smelly place.
Usually the smoke stays off on this side though, so we've had luck sitting in the center section here overlooking the main pool and the other side as well. But yeah, this is the Salty Dog Cafe. We've had delicious hot dogs, hamburgers,
Chicken burgers.
and french fries. And next to that is another bar. This is a popular spot here. As you take in all the views. Let's take one more look at the main pool area from here on deck 15. Now, if you move further forward still on deck 15, you can see there are even more loungers with some opportunities for shade because the top side of the ship does provide some areas of shade like it is this morning. There is plenty of deck space and deck chairs all around the ship. We've yet to find these areas over congested. Busiest spot obviously being by the main pool. One more little look at the most forward part of deck 15 where there are more loungers yet. Take a peek. This is as far forward as you get on 15. More loungers. Although there is no hot tub up in this area. And here we are going up to deck 16, the center court. And up here, they have basketball court set in, but we have noticed that it's been primarily used for playing pickleball. If you're down the sanctuary, you can hear them up here. And just aft of the center court, you have a giant chess set and a shuffleboard. There you go. And if you're sailing into port, another beautiful spot to take in the views up here. Now check out this area that can be easily missed on the Island Princess. Some people, I believe, never find this area of the ship. You have to go up these stairs here. Then you go up to deck 16. And up here, a little more of the AstroTurf. but you have what they call the splash pool. You go.
There's no water in it this morning.
No water in it today, but yes. And it would only be about ankle deep if it did have water.
Yes.
It's not a deep pool, but it's another area where they put out the sun loungers.
But it's
And-
nice that it's a place where you could just cool down if you got hot out in the sun.
And that is the end of decks 15 and 16 all the way forward. So that is our tour of the Island Princess.
Yes, thanks for following along. We hope you fall in love with this size of princess ship as much as we have. We've had a fabulous time on board this ship.
Yeah, this ship is classic cruising. It is cozy. It has these little nooks and places you can kind of sneak away to if you want to, but it also has big venues and bars and lounges.
And plenty of staff. There's been staff everywhere. I don't think we've waited in line at all the whole cruise. It's just been a wonderful experience.
I would argue this is probably so far my favorite class of princess ship that I've ever been on. And ironically, it is the oldest class left in the fleet.
There you go. He needs to travel back in time.
It's as close as I can get to being on the Love Boat. So hopefully you enjoyed the tour, and be sure to check out our vlog series where we show you every single day that we had on this cruise. We had an interruption by a hurricane, but we did end up making it to Bermuda.
We did.
And hopefully you have a chance to sail the Island Princess one day soon. One little note, if you are going on the Coral Princess, it is the sister ship to this ship, but there are some changes in the Coral Princess. There's some additional lounge space.
They do have an international cafe where this ship doesn't. So those are probably the major differences.
Yeah, for sure. So Island Princess, Coral Princess, I don't think you can go wrong. We're hoping to get on the Coral Princess. So
Yeah.
hopefully one day you'll see us on there.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you found value in this video, then please subscribe and follow the rest of our content.
Thanks for watching.